Okay, today I'm going to show you how to fix this sprayer bottle. Okay, I picked this up. Somebody threw it away, and I need this to spray on my garden. And when I add about a gallon of water in here to test it out. So I noticed when I pump it, this thing doesn't have any pressure at all. As you can see how loosely this handle coming straight down. There's no resistance or whatsoever. So of course when that happens, it won't pressurize this tank, and then when you use this handle, nothing coming down, right? You pressing this handle, nothing coming out, simply because the pressure is not built up in this tank. So today I'm going to show you how I fix this thing. Okay, I already done it, and I refix it, but for video purpose I put the old part back to show you. Let's get started and see. First of all, what you want to do is you want to lift this handle up like so you can see the two locking tab right there. Okay, let me move this to the shady area so it shows a little better on the camera. Okay, so I move it right in my pond area where it's nice and cool and shady, so I can see through my camera. Okay, so anyway, to take this piston out, lift up your handle like that. Right? You're gonna need two hands for this. See these two locking tabs right there, right here where my finger is at. Okay, you're gonna use two hands, one to push on this side, the other one use your thumb to push on this side. Okay, so one on this side and one on this side. When you press it in, right, get your available finger. See this notch up here? Look like the area where this hole's gonna hang. Okay, where this hole's gonna hang by. Stick it up like that. All right. So you got one on each end. Okay. Right, one on this side and one on this side. So basically what you want to do is place your handle right 90 degrees to that tap right there, and then one on this side. Push it in, use your finger to rotate this thing. You want to rotate it clockwise, okay, this way, so that locking tab gonna ride on that part right there. Okay, on the other side, this side, it's gonna ride on that part right there. Okay, that's all you need. Just move this locking tab to there. All right, so I'm gonna put my camera down. I'm gonna show you how I get this thing loosened. Okay, there it is. Okay, so basically I'm gonna show you on this side. Push your thumb in. I use my index finger when I push this in. Okay, of course you have to do on both. That's why you need two hands. You need to do on both sides. So on this side, I put my index finger in that ring there, and I just turn this clockwise, which is that way. Okay, toward this gap right here. And when I do it, both of them pop up. Okay, you have to do it on both sides. Push in on both sides. Turn this outer ring here clockwise. Right, and then you can see that thing will ride on this plastic part right here. That's all you need. And then what you want to do is you can pull this straight out like that. Okay, so when you pull this straight out, look at that. All right, there is the I guess you can call it a piston ring, right? Basically it's made out of O-ring. So on here, and here is the problem. Okay, so on here you can see, let me show on this side, you can see that little hole right there. You take a screwdriver, put it in there, and pry this O-ring out. Alright, so once you have this cap out, okay, I'm going to put the handle on my lap there to show you. There's a hole right there, okay, using a flat screwdriver. This is not a standard size, it's a smaller. There is, I think this is a Craftsman. I have this a long time. Yeah, Craftsman brand. I have this for a long time, like in the 80s when I was a young mechanic. A small screwdriver, and you put it right there, and then you pry this O-ring out like so. Okay, let me do that again. pry them out. Okay, use your thumb to hold onto it so it won't bounce. It won't shoot all over the place when it come off. Okay, and then use your thumb and just ride this thing out of there. Okay, trust me, it's easier, definitely easier with two hands. Okay, so there is the O-ring that you need to replace. Okay, I don't know the size of this. I'm using a I bought this from Harbor Freight. Anyway, in here I'm going to use 2 O-rings. Okay, I'm going to use 2 O-rings, and let me show you the size. That way, if you have a same model, it's easier for you. Okay, so the size I'll be using is on here. It look like R24. I don't know if it shows clearly on the camera there, but there's a wood print there, R24, and then this one is R28. Okay, so these are the 2 O-rings. These are the 2 O-rings that I use. Since I couldn't find the one that fit this original O-ring. You see how thick that is? Let me show you. R28 and R24. Okay, and there is the original O-ring. See how thick it is? This is the R28, smaller. I mean, it's thinner than R24. Okay, if you have this, I don't know the part for this, then use it. Okay, but if you don't, like me, I'm going to use both of these. Right, so the next thing you want to do is clean up this area. Like I say, I already done it, so I'm going to shortcut through it. Okay, I use silicone lubricant spray on here. Okay, and also clean this piston area of the inside of it. Right, take a rag, clean it out, and I also use silicone spray. Right, spray inside here. That way to lubricate the cylinder part. Okay. All right. So for the R24, I'm just gonna hook this on like so. Okay. And you want to look to make sure the O-ring is not twisted. Okay. Go all the way around. Make sure the O-ring is not twisted. This is a R28, which is a bigger O-ring. Right, you're gonna slide this in, fit perfect like that. Okay, and this groove here, I don't know if it's so good on the camera, but you can see both O-rings right there. Okay, so anyway, once again, you want to go around, check, make sure the O-ring is not twisted. And what you want to do, you want to take this and spray it on here. Okay, and again down here. Okay, very important to give it a lubrication. Let me band this away from my pond so it won't get into the pond water. So basically you spray just a little bit like that, and let me twist this around just a little bit. Okay, and then you can take your finger and run across it. Okay, so next thing you want to do is spray in here. After you have this thing cleaned, just give it a little shot like that. Alright, now with this thing lubricated, you're going to take this cylinder, align that hole right there and this one right here. You want to align it to these 2 locking tabs. Okay, basically you're just going to slide that piston head in like so, wiggle a little bit, and align this down here like that 2 knots right here. Okay, you align it, and what you do, you press it down. Once you press it down, now you want to turn it counterclockwise, so that tab gonna clear this notch right here. Okay, so turn it like so, and you should be able to hear that thing snap. Make sure it snap in on both sides. Right, so as you can see now, the piston, look at it. I have to push it down. Right, it won't freely fall down. I have to push it down. So this is how you pump it. Okay, course, I already have a gallon of water in here when I test it. But you pump it like so until it's getting hard, okay? Now you test this. There. See how it come out? Right? See how the water come out? Okay, so I didn't pump this hard enough. Let me try to pump it into, I have problem pushing it down. There you go, okay? I pump about 20 pounds into, this thing is really pressurized. Because you can tell the handle is gonna push your hand upward, like that. And you basically push all the way down, turn it clockwise to lock it in. Check this out. Here's the head of it. Woo, look at that. See how far this thing shoots? Okay? There, okay? Just press on that handle. Look at that, okay? So the cost of the free-falling handle is due to bad O-ring, okay? It's a problem, and so I replace it with the two O-ring, the R24 and the R28 in this metric kit to fix that problem, okay? Now, if you can find an O-ring that is a little bit bigger than this one, then you can, because, you know, when I look at it, I noticed this O-ring, it doesn't have any wear on it, okay? And so if it doesn't have any wear, I think the owner probably changed it and it doesn't work, so he threw this out. Anyway, one man trash is another one treasure, right? Only you know what to do. So anyway, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching and have the happy 4th of July. Thank you. Bye.